This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
Today's question of the day comes from Amanda in Connecticut.
Amanda writes, my husband and I are in our late 30s, and the only debt we have is our mortgage, which will be paid off in the next year. I'd like to start planning for baby step 7 and where to invest our money when we get there. I listened to Breaking Free from Broke by George Camel, and George mentioned that whole and universal life insurance are not wise forms of investing. I currently have 3 policies. One is a 10-year term, another is whole and universal, and one has a $70,000 cash value. I have a 401k that is about $70,000 in it, and I'm wondering what I should do with the life insurance policies. Should I keep them and keep paying the monthly premium, or cancel some or all of the policies and put that money towards different investments, or add the funds to my 401k?
You can't add the funds to your 401k. You don't have a method for doing that. 401ks only payroll deduct. So that's not an option. But George is right. Universal life, any kind of life insurance that has a savings program built into it is a bad deal. 100% of the time. Period. And all you got to do is run the numbers to figure that out. The average whole life or universal life sounds like this. If you bought a term life insurance policy for a 20-year level term and the premium was $5 a month, if you bought the exact amount of insurance with cash value, it would be $100 a month. It's 20 times more. What does the other $95 go to? Well, it's obviously not for insurance. You can buy the insurance for $5. So it has to be going towards this savings plan. So what does a whole life insurance policy look like? The first 3 years that you put 95 of your per $100 a month into the savings plan, you get nothing. The cash value in a cash value plan the first 3 years equals 0. You've obviously been doing it longer than that. You've got $70,000 in there. After that, you finally do start getting some return. The average whole life policy, according to much data that is out there in financial planning, not hard to find at all, 1.2% a year. So it doesn't even keep up with a savings account, much less a CD or a high-yield savings account, much less a good investment. A good investment would be yielding you north of 10, like a good mutual fund, okay? Horrible rate of return. The first 3 years, they keep all your money. The biggest problem with these policies is that you've paid an extra $95 per $100 per month for this, and if you die today, Amanda, the $70,000 that you have in cash value will not come to your heirs. They only pay the face amount of the policy. So let's say this was a $200,000 policy that you could have bought for $5. Instead, you're paying $100 for it to build up an extra $70. So now you have a savings account that the first 3 years you put money in the savings account, they keep it all. After that, they pay you 1.2%. And after that, when you die, they keep your money. No one would open a savings account like that, and yet millions of Americans have, called whole life insurance policies. The only people that still believe in this crap are the people that sell it. Everyone else in the financial world just kind of laughs and goes, that's the payday lender of the middle class right there, baby. They are screwing you to no end. So George is exactly right. It's crap, crap, crap. Now, make sure you have the right amount of term insurance. If you need term insurance in place, you can go to xanderinsurance.com. We've been endorsing them for 20-plus years. They're personal friends of ours. They do a great job. Go over there, get you some term insurance in place, and then cancel this garbage. Because if you die before you get this canceled, they're going to keep your $70,000. That's bad. That's expensive insurance. So, and then take your $70,000, pay it down on your house, get your house paid off as quick as you can.
So if you find yourself here, you can go withdraw that amount?
You can cancel the policy and they send you the check.
But if you die, they keep it?
Yep.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you lose the insurance when you cancel it.
Sure.
But whoop-de-doop-de.
Yeah.
The insurance costs you whatever you're paying for it per month plus $70,000. That's expensive insurance.
And by the way, they're paying you 1.2%. They're taking that and investing it, and they're keeping the...
Oh, let me tell you exactly what they're doing with it, okay? The primary place you go if you have a commercial building to get a mortgage is from a life insurance company. You want to build an apartment complex with 500 units and it's $15 million, you go to XYZ Insurance Company and they loan the money out and it's 7-8%. They do commercial lending with it. It's their primary thing on real estate. So it's actually very secure.
So they're making the gap, or they're keeping the building.
Definitely making the gap. They're definitely making the gap. Yeah, that's why their buildings are so tall.
And your houses are so small.
Exactly.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. To learn more about investing, visit RamseySolutions.com/investing or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.